I guess. 18 years ago. Just been having fun for quite a while with it.
So what made you want to do it?
Just had to.
You had to. In the blood, huh?
Yes.
In the blood. What sort of things turned you on to just playing the blues? Like, you seem to have amalgamated a lot of styles
Yes.
into your own, kind of like. Who
Well,
were the
there was
people who influenced you?
a lot of influence from Lonnie Mack. Of course, B.B. King, Albert King, Freddie King, Albert Collins, a lot of Hendrix. My brother was probably the biggest influence of all, watching him play. He turned me on to all those people, plus Muddy Waters, Buddy Guy, Howlin' Wolf.
Hubert Sumlin.
Yes, of course, Hubert Sumlin. I should say it that way. Some of those people I can play their things supposedly just, the correct way or whatever, verbatim, whatever. But it sounds different to me, regardless. I mean, I could make it sound like that, but why?
Yeah, right. You're obviously influenced by Jimi Hendrix in a large way. You really like what he's done,
Of course. I hope everybody is.
Yeah, sure. What about things like Voodoo Child? How did you manage to do that one when Hendrix played it upside down and left-handed? You just sort of...
Oh, his strings were right side up.
Yeah.
He could play all four ways, right side up, upside down, left or right-handed. It didn't matter to him.
How important it is to you that the bluesmen that you've learnt from get some credit for their work, which has been...
There's
a lot of injustice, would you not agree?
It's very important.
Yeah.
God, it's one of the most important things to make sure that those people get, especially the ones that are still living, because they're still working their butts off to to get somewhere, and a lot of them have a hard time even getting a gig, even getting a job to play, and that's a shame.
And that's been coming down over the last 30, 40 years, a lot of injustices, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who particularly have you got in mind? I know you're keen to do some producing of your own, aren't you?
Fixing to work with Albert King real soon, with Lonnie Mack real soon.
Yeah.
Just got through seeing Larry Davis, who wrote Texas Flood, and made sure he got some of his royalty money. Not many people know about that right now. I just gave it to him out of my pocket.
And he was real happy about
Well, I found out he wasn't getting his royalties, so I gave it to him myself.
Really?
Yeah.
Of your two albums, what do you like about them the most? Which, I mean, Tin Pan Alley is obviously a standout.
What I like about them the most is that we get to do them.
Okay, tell me about John Hammond. You were talking about John Hammond. Now, he's a man that's sort of responsible for Bessie Smith, Billie Holiday, even Robert Johnson.
He was responsible for us to get to hear him.
Right.
Hear those people. And for white people knowing the blues, whatever that is. God, John Hammond's probably one of the most incredible people there is walking the face of the earth.
What was it like working with him?
At first, it was like being scared of your daddy. But we've gotten it down to where it's easy now. We have fun.
He actually produced the records? Or
What he did was, while we were playing, he makes sure that it doesn't get changed from what we're doing. And then we all work together as we mix down and actually produce the record. It's actually produced by all of us.
I noticed you've done a couple of videos. How do you feel about doing that sort of work? Like
It's a blast to make them. It's fun to make those things. And it's fun to make a funny one to a sad song, because if you do a sad video to a sad song, people are going to go, they won't listen.
Yeah. Do you think it's an important part of spreading the word nowadays?
I think it is nowadays.
I noticed Joe Jackson said in print a couple of weeks ago that he was anti-videos. He decided he wasn't even going to do them again because I think the problem is that a lot of people, younger generation, if people are satisfied by what they see on that box and they're not going to go and see live music. What do you think about that?
I think that's a bunch of crap.
Yeah.
We still go back and every chance we get and play in a smaller place. Back in Austin, every chance I get, as soon as I get off the road, I go straight to this club called the Antones. At any given night, you can find Jimmy Rogers, who was of course, with Muddy, and Little Walter. And Hubert's there all the time. Hubert Sumlin's there all the time. Mel Brown. The internet Hip Link Chain was there. He's a pretty wild guy. And Larry Davis was there. Buddy Guy's there all the time.
This is in Austin.
It's not unusual to walk in and see at the same time Jimmy Rogers. I mean, this is all on the stage at once. Jimmy Rogers and Wolf's guitar player Hubert Sumlin, Buddy Guy, Mel Brown. I mean, that's all at once. They're all standing in the front of the stage at once. This is all going on. And the club closes around 2, supposedly, but they'll play till 5, you know. They just take up the drinks and keep going. And the last set will go from, you know, no telling, the last set might start at midnight and stop at 5. No break, just keep going. It's pretty wild stuff.